Hello, planet Earth. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're at IDK, my BFF Jill 730.
My BFF
Jill
730.
I'm Preston L. Young, wishing you warm salutations and congratulations as always. You've made your way to the Buffington Post. Today it's time for another Angel and Faith Season 10 recap and review because you know what time it is. That's right, it's Angel and Faith Season 10, issue number 24, A Tale of Two Families, Part 4. But first, previously on Angel and Faith.
Magic Town, Magic Town, Magic Town. Season 10 is all about Magic Town. Faith took Giles home, and on the way she re-met Kennedy and went into deep scan and ended up bringing this same pharmaceuticals company into Magic Town. While she was away, Nadira had woken up from her coma because the magic of Magic Town woke her up and is animating this whole part of her, and it's just been crazy, and now she's been separated from it by this Arceus character who wants to get Magic Town to join forces with him so that he can rule over Magic Town or with Magic Town and protect his whole vampire crazy family. Angel's been protecting Nadira and Magic Town, sometimes with Faith, sometimes without, and he's been dealing with Arceus, who is technically his great-grandfather, and it's just all these crazy emotional issues because Drusilla's also involved. She's playing with Arceus, and he's got this whole other family when Angel's trying to build this new family around himself, and it's just bad for Angel. Somehow Magic Town brings about Illyria and Fred at the same time. Illyria before just had Fred's memories, but now Fred is actually alive and Illyria's alive, and something to do with Magic Town maybe, or just the new rules. The craziness is out with Illyria, but Illyria just came about to protect herself from Magic Town. Ko's also in Magic Town, and so he's friends with Nadira, and technically he's thereby friends with this Magic Town magic, and he's also friends with Fred, even though Illyria and he have some friction. But he's pretty much devoted to Angel and Faith's cause, so Team Ko is pretty much Team Us. And as for Magic Town itself, like I said, Arceus wanted to bring it into the family, and so it gave it a body, and now Magic Town is in this body, but it hasn't really matured enough to really know how to exert restraint, and it's very much like a child in a new body. It's baby magic.
And so let's see how it's all going down in Magic Town in Angel and Faith, Season 10, number 24, A Tale of Two Families, Part 4. Here we go.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. The house is a museum, when people come to see them, they really are the spree 'em, the Addams Family.
Neat. Sweet. Petite.
So get a witch's shawl on, a broomstick you can crawl on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
So Angel and Faith have been looking for Nadira and Fred and Ko, and nobody was at Giles's, and they thought maybe she was at her old place in Magic Town, but Parker and Tricia say that she's not there, but then they see all the commotion that's going down with Illyria having been brought back about versus Magic Town. Magic Town and Illyria are having this knockdown, drag-out fight because it's super powerful, and so is Illyria, and Illyria isn't doing too well in this fight, and it's really kind of annoyed at the kind of hypocrisy of Magic Town that it would even try to offend her, and she's offended by that. Ko steps in and says, "Hey, Illyria, stop trying to fight the statue. You're misunderstanding the situation. It was trying to hurt Fred, and that was all just a misunderstanding." And Nadira is trying to talk to Magic Town and say, "We can work through this together. You can't go about things this way. There's so much in this world that you can really trust and that will trust you, and you just have to give them a chance." And basically she says, don't you trust me anymore? But, again, Magic Town is listening to everything around him, and Illyria is saying you can't trust anybody but yourself. Ko reasons with Illyria that that's not the case, that he thought that he couldn't trust anybody, and sure, he was on this quest for revenge, but he can't really have that. He's accepted that about himself. He can't undo what he's done, but he can trust the people around him and really try and make something good of his life and really kind of be a part of something real that he really believes in. There's so much going on around here. We have real enemies. You don't have to look at us to be your enemies. We're your friends. So Illyria kind of shuts down, kind of accepts this reality that it can't unbecome Fred, at part of it anyway. And, Fred's kind of woozy, but she's okay, right? Angel and Faith show up, they see the Magic Town crazy statue, and they're just like, what the heck is going on around here? And of course, now we've got Illyria under control, and so everything's gonna be okay. Nadira's like, we're just trying to work out the kinks, okay? Well, of course, Arceus comes crashing down, talking about how Angel and Faith, they just suck, especially Angel. Says he's got a gift for Magic Town, he gave it this body, and now he wants to give it a choice, like he really wants to ask Magic Town if it will join him and be his equal in ruling over, Magic Town, or just, what the fuck ever. Like, Nadira actually really cares about Magic Town, but, it looks like Magic Town might be going over to the Arceus side because Arceus is presenting it with this genuine choice. Like, all these other people are trying to get Magic Town to submit, and now that Magic Town is in this body, it wants to stay, tangible and able to affect things. So everybody goes up against Arceus, and everybody gets their asses kicked. Arceus is all kind of Bond villaining about the Magic Town statue, and Nadira's pleading with it to come to reality and not trust this evil motherfucker. Our guys have regrouped with a plan to bind up all of Arceus's crazy gizmo spider bone marrow arms, right? And Faith comes in and snipes him one good. But Arceus throws them all off, and Angel's like, hey, you'll never win because you don't have what we have. We're a family. And then Arceus says, you are so dumb, Angel. You are the dumbest motherfucker. Look at you. He calls out Drusilla, who comes in with, of course, his great big new family. And he says, my family's way bigger than yours. What you gonna do about it? Angel and Faith exchange jokes. And that's where we end the issue. Okay, Planet Earth, so this is our penultimate issue before the end of Season 10. I'm really not impressed with the cover. I'm not in love with either of them. I was just really underwhelmed with both of them. Maybe I'm expecting too much, but I really was. But anyway, what's going on in this issue? Well, I talked about unbecoming, and Buffy is all about becoming. It's about constantly becoming who you are. That never really kind of stops. But Angel and Faith are really all about that not being able to unbecome. Once you've done things, you can't undo them. You can't unmake yourself. You can't take the way that people perceive you back. And that's what Angel and Faith are really all about. You know what I mean? And so in this issue particularly, we've got Illyria, who is being confronted with the fact that she can't unbecome. She can't not be Fred. They coexist mutually now. And somebody, I don't know if it was TJ or To Rock Your Soul, one of you was commenting in one of the videos about Illyria being separated from Fred, but that's not what Illyria is all about. It's about them being together. And to undo that would really, I think, undermine the kind of gravity and the very Shakespearean nature of Illyria in the first place. The idea is that Fred and Illyria are constantly entwined, and you can't separate one from the other. Whether it's Illyria walking around in Fred's dead body, or Fred walking around now in Magic Town, but having this access to Illyria's memories. The character is all about being stuck to Fred, and that being something that she can't necessarily get over, but again, she can become. And in the same respect, we have Ko, who says, I realize that I can't not have my family, murdered. I can't not have tried to go after my vengeance, but I can accept my circumstances, and I can try and make the best of them, and I can try and make the best of this place that my friends call home. Within this issue, we have Arceus, and he's spewing off about how Angel feels so righteous, but that's no different from being a tyrant, because when it comes to magic, people do want to use it. They want to bind it to their will. That's the whole kind of idea about using magic. And this magic is now, its will, it was this kind of half-sentient thing, but now it's all been focused, and it doesn't want to give up that free will that Angel is always fighting for, and that Faith is always kind of questioning. This free will and this ability to use it to physically affect the world, be alive as we understand it, to be able to reach out and touch this world. That's what we all want, and that's what Nadira was talking about in the last issue, but again, Nadira is telling it that it's not real, and Arceus is telling it that it's the realest thing there is. And God knows if Arceus has this on-off switch to the magic statue, right? The point is that Magic Town itself is getting all of these conflicting ideas, and it is kind of the onlooker for everything that's going on, from Illyria and her issues to Ko and his willingness to accept, and also just the fighting around it. It's witnessing nothing but fighting, and the whole time that it's been, even not in this body, it's just been this great big fight, and maybe Magic Town wants to end that fight completely. Now that it's really its own thing, like that's something, again, that it can't unbecome, and so I feel like this is a really interesting thing to do, but I feel like we're going to get it all just splashed away really quickly because this is our last issue coming up, you know? And so again, we've got Arceus, who is offering Magic Town a genuine choice. It's telling Magic Town that Nadira and Angel and Faith don't want to give it choices, when in reality, they just want to give it guidance to make those choices wisely. Angel and Faith have chosen to protect Magic Town, but with that, not just the inhabitants of Magic Town, but Magic Town. Like, they realize that protecting Magic Town comes with trying to protect all of what it means, because God knows what's going to happen to the inhabitants of Magic Town if something should happen to this force, like this concentrated self that it's in. The idea that they have to protect it and somehow maybe fight it, because really the jury's still out about which side of this Magic Town is really going to be on, because again, it's just kind of observing all of this. It's just a really neat place to have Angel and Faith to again, just be responsible for everything going on. I swear to God, like, Drusilla, I really don't see her sticking with Arceus. Like, maybe she's gonna turn all of Arceus' children on him, but I don't know how that could work. I mean, I guess if they exerted enough willpower. I'm thinking, again, that maybe Drusilla will be our ace in the hole, and I don't know, it's just Drusilla and Arceus, like, figure out your shit. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they're gonna come to this great big battle, and it's gonna go off like, whoop, there it went, or maybe they're gonna leave us on this great big cliffhanger, and I really don't want either, but I feel like one is gonna have to come, right? And, you know, maybe we will get this great big crossover. Like, that's what I'm hoping is gonna happen, because really, I'm just underwhelmed with this issue in general. Like, Illyria, really? You wanna bring Illyria back for what? They had Illyria in there just for a moment, and fucking gone. Like, I don't understand it. Really? Like, why even? You know, Angel got a little preachy and, like, back and forthy with Arceus, but aside from that, like, he didn't really do much, except, like, get thrown around a lot. Sophronia and Lavinia, they are shooting crossbows, and they're bickering over whether or not they should, like, be fighting, right? And I'm really just fed up with the use of Sophronia and Lavinia. Like, I just feel like they've been completely underused this whole season. I really do like seeing Trisha and Parker. I like being reminded that there are these other people who are kind of like fighting the good fight when these guys are all fighting the big fight, you know what I mean? So, you know, I was talking about Zane Pharmaceuticals recently, and I think maybe Trisha would be victims of Zane Pharmaceuticals in season 11, by the way. Let me know what you thought of the issue in the comment section below. Did you feel as underwhelmed as I did? Because I'm just sitting here feeling underwhelmed. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got for today, you guys. I hope you're having a great 2016 so far, everybody. Have a great day today. We will see you next time. You can come right back here to the Buffington Post anytime for Buffy the Vampire Slayer reviews, Angel and Faith reviews, Season 8 coverage. I'll be continuing Season 9 with Welcome to the Team Part 1. I don't know, later this week. Have a great day today, and we'll see you next time.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. The house is a museum when people come to see 'em. They really are a spree 'em, the Addams Family.
Neat. Sweet. Petite.
So get a witch's shawl on, a broomstick you can call on. We're gonna pay a call on the Addams Family.
Okay. My BFF.
Joe?
730.